Love, light, greetings, gratitude, blessings and blessings, soul family. My divinity to yours. Welcome and welcome back. I trust that you are happy and healthy, shining lighter and brighter. I thank you for your love, light, support, clicks and comments, appreciation and participation. Divine Spirit, and I thank you for our uniting light, for being the beautiful and magnificent, caring, sharing, shifting and uplifting people and planet, with all the working and weaving that you are doing, that we are doing for this grand ascension. 10th of May 2024, energy is 5, change. Change in duplication and change for beautiful beginnings. I read on Prince William as an update to the energy shielding and clearing that we did on the 6th of May to cleanse and purify his energy and bring him into light. Divine Spirit, Mother, Father, Creator, Immaculate, Articulate and Supreme of all creation, I invite, invoke and welcome your energy to bless and protect me, the channel and every member of this beautiful family listening. Grace us with your essence and presence, your love, light, healing and protection. Thank you. I ask that you bring through the energy of Prince William. Thank you. I am seeing a little brightness on his face. This deck for my first question. At the bottom is the Death card, the 7 of Pentacles, the 8 of Pentacles, the 3 of Swords and the Star. So let's hope we've achieved something good. Divine Spirit, tell us, how is Prince William doing at this time? How's his energy at this time? Reveal his energy to us at this time, please. Thank you. Card tried to jump, but it didn't. The King of Cups. This is his energy, the King of Cups. Looking elder in the card as if he's aged. But this is his energy. And if you look at his hand, he's pouring out of a bottle into the cup. So I am feeling that he is intoxicating himself, drinking excessively. What else? The Six of Swords. He is moving or transiting he's trying to move ahead with his life. He is wanting to move on, Spirit says. He's wanting to get ahead. He's trying to move on. There's many attempts to move on. We do see a woman, but I'm not being told what the moving on is about. So I feel at this time it is the feeling of being stuck or stagnant or restricted. He wants to break free, to move on, to resume life again, to feel normal again. But I do see a woman, so let's see what's coming through. Well, the woman in the card, you can see him trying to pursue a woman. The Chariot. So yes, there is a woman. In this card we see a woman sitting on the hay. As if rescuing her or helping her. But I feel that he's trying to help himself here. To move ahead. To move forward. The Chariot is a Cancer energy. The Chariot is a Cancer energy, which is his energy. Judgment fell out. Judgment also means an announcement. So does he want to announce moving on or ahead? Some announcement will come. He wants to make an announcement of some kind, and it looks like it will be public. See, he's been thinking about it for a long time. He's had a lot of time to think about it. But although he was thinking, he was not in his full senses. He was sedating his energy as a getaway, as a hideaway, as a breakaway. But he's thinking about moving on. He thought about moving on very deeply, and he wants to go down that direction. I'm feeling here that this announcement that will come, whenever it comes, might not be very welcoming. I do see in the Judgment card, there's a man raising a flower and it looks like a rose. And I'm not saying that it is the person themselves, but there is an energy. I was asked to look at it. I didn't notice it when I picked the card, picked it up. Is there anything else? So is this how his energy is doing? Right? That he's finally coming to his senses. Or is he not in his senses still? That he's making the incorrect decisions? Tell me more. Knight of Coins. What are you saying now? Knight of Coins. A promise. A promise. This is to do with a promise made long ago. And there's money involved. This is a promise he made a long time ago to someone. And now he wants to move ahead with this promise. Tell us more, please. It's taken a lot of planning. Something has been planned well. There was a lot of planning that went into that. Right. It's as if it was a mission for a while. That's what I'm getting here. That just jumped out. King of Wands. King of Wands. Yes, he sat with this, planning this ambitiously, passionately, purposely for a long time. This is a long time's planning, Spirit says. It's been going on for a long, long time. And he's been very bold about what his move is. You see, he sat on this for a long time. and he intends to go see it to the end, into the age of his life. But I'm not getting for sure what this is. It feels like a relationship. It feels like, but it could be something else. Right, there's many lamps here. So there's many opportunities, many things that he is geared himself up for. With that Six of Swords, that is moving direction, changing direction, moving on. So he could be taking on something new, in a new direction. He could be adding something new to what he does. This is big. This is big. This is not small. He's been sitting on this for a long time, on these ideas or idea that has many options or will bear a lot of fruit, because there's money involved here. Right, so he's got multiple things that he's working on, or a big thing that will yield multiple results. Anything else? The moon. I do feel that it is a relationship that he's been hiding for a while as well, because there's just too many women that I see here, you know, quietly meeting or taking away. And here you've got one that he's trying to, well, the picture shows you a man trying to pursue a woman, you know, and she's comfortable with it. So it's a known person. It's somebody that, well, clearly it's a known person, but what I meant it's a long-standing one. It's not somebody recent. Anything else? The Four of Wands tried to jump. This is the Queen of Pentacles. Now this is Catherine's energy. And she is saying that, yes, I am right. We are right. The energy is coming up to say that. He's moving away from that energy. Now at the bottom of the deck, I was asked to look at it. And look at this man's nose with the mask on. Hiding behind something. Seven of Cups. And pursuing a woman disguised. So this is definitely part of this, a very big part of this involves someone else, a relationship. I intended to clarify, but I think we have our answer now. So whatever else will come announced is surrounding this particular matter of importance or a priority. My next question, this is the Tower, This is looks like somebody passed on, right? Mummified. Six of Pentacles. Begging for something. The Star. No, this is not the Star. This is the Temperance energy. Sorry, I'm so used to seeing the two jars. I looked at the jars, not even the numeracy. This is Temperance. Trying to bring a balance into something. All right. Well, we've got a Tower moment here. There will be something unexpected, right? Something unexpected. Apologies, the wrong way about. Could this be part of the announcement, right, of a person that has ended? And is this the victory of an end for a new beginning that he's trying to balance? And is that, I think that this is what that is. It's trying to balance his life now, move on, get ahead, put the past behind and start something new. And with the Temperance, that's what he's trying to do, is balance his energy. For something else to grow, for something else to shift and change. But he's been patiently waiting for this. He's been enduring quite a lot with this patience. And he's not feeling happy to do it anymore. Therefore, he's sedating himself. It's exhausting him mentally. All right. I leave this one for you to tell us. What can we expect from him? The Queen of Swords. And the Two of Cups. So he's making a very ruthless decision to go ahead and find his Two of Cups, his happiness and joy. The Queen of Swords is also a vengeful woman. Somebody that can be very ruthless, somebody that can show no mercy on life. I'm not saying she is, whoever this is, but that could have been the intention. But he seems to be happy to make that transition with her, right, to move into this direction, to bring him this happiness, a brand new start. So he wants someone else to sit in a prime spot. Five of Wands, Eight of Swords. He's going to put up a fight for it. If he has to, he's going to do that. He's been fighting a long time for it. And this Eight of Swords is having kept somebody in the dark about it. It's as if he does not want to be trapped anymore. He's tired of being trapped. He's been fighting for this for a long time. Yes, you see, he wants to move forward with that Two of Cups. And this is the year that he's probably going to do it. The 8 in an 8 year. 5 is that change. At the bottom is the Tower. So that could be the unexpected change coming. Page of Pentacles. Offer, new love offer. And this offer, there's money involved in this offer. Or there's some deal, I think, going on with this. What else can we expect? Judgment and the Hangman. Well, he's going to be gathering a crowd. This is now the second judgment. And it looks here that the second one's not going to be very well. Go down very well. Be accepted. It's begging for mercy here in this one. Right. And he could end up in this position. In a far worse position than when he began. In this position, his hands are tied. Usually, the hands are free. But in this position, his hands are tied and his legs are tied. His leg is tied. He's trying to balance himself. He's in a serious position here. And he's bringing it upon himself. Grief. And look at the cups. What's fallen out of the cups? That's red liquid. That's blood. Well, of course, it's what red wine. It could be red wine. It could be blood. This is serious. There's another 5. This 5, this part of the reading is now serious. This is what he wants. You see, this is what he is contemplating. On the left hand, the question is, how is his energy right now? What is his energetic frequency now? And that's what we're seeing. All his planning and wooing and planning for a relationship and wanting to move on, etc. But here, what we can expect from him, whether he realizes it or not, this does not look good at all. His mind is still, yes, I want a woman, I want happiness with the Two of Cups, but there's a lot of conflict here. Yes, this is trouble coming up. This is problems coming up. He's going to be up in arms, and he's going to feel trapped and restricted. It is going to be difficult for him. It may not be public, right? It's not going to be public yet, but this is what he's going through. Because this Judgment here is begging for mercy. He's going to be held accountable for something in divine eyes, divine court. He's charged severely and he is bound. Now, this could also be health playing up, mental, emotional, physical breakdown. This is not an enlightened somebody. You don't need your hands tied to be enlightened. This is somebody being secured not to move in a very difficult position. Right, and we see it duplicated here. Here you have the opportunity to change. Right, you are in the upright. Your blindfolds can be removed. You still have one leg to stand on. Right, you still have one leg to stand on, and you can ask for help. But you're refusing it. You want to do what you want, so judgment is coming to be served. Now you're in the Hangman, in a difficult position, and there's a great sadness. What else? Queen of Cups. This is his mother's energy. Page of Cups. She's leaning over and been watching him. Right? But he's not interested. His mind is in the clouds and he's happy to go ahead with what he wants. And he's not paying attention. He's not even looking. But from wherever she is, she's looking forward at him, at his cup. Right, and she's trying to guide. But he's caught his own fish. Right, and that's what he wants. He's a charmer. He wants to charm. Ten of Wands. He's blocking his path. He is blocking his path. He is stressed and burdened, right? He will come to realize that this is not fun anymore. This is no longer fun. Whenever this happens, it will be a very late realization. Right? He's behaving like a youngster. this is just irresponsibility. Always sidetracked, not focused, not looking where he needs to be, not understanding his direction anymore. But this is now very stressful. It's becoming burdensome. It is a heavy load to bear. He cannot see his way clearly anymore. This is now self-inflicted. And we are trying to help him here. I could stop this reading right now because I don't have any more questions. I just asked 2 questions and I was hoping to see a massive shift in his energy. I did not ask how much that helped. But clearly he's in a very dark place and it's going to take a lot of work to get him out of there. Right? Because his mind is still programmed in this direction that he was going before, and that's where it's still the engine is still running in that direction. Okay, I've picked up a 3rd deck. Please show me, how much has he benefited from the work we've done on him, the clearing and the shielding. We have the Moon, the Queen of Wands. There's still a lot of shadow work to be done. We need to do more, take more action. He needs more fire. He needs more clearing. Right, he's still very much in his tower. So we need to do a lot more. Well, I did expect that, because to have that kind of density, toxicity around you, it's not possible to have it all uplifted in one sitting. 8 of Swords. He's still very trapped. Right. We have the 8 of Swords here, but he's still very trapped in the dark. See, all swords pointed at one center, at the target. He is the target. But he needs to get out of this. Give me more. Four of Cups. The Emperor. He's not ready for this role. He's not ready for anything that is responsible enough for him to take a position. He is still controlled. He's controlled in many directions. There's a lot going on that he's needing to pay attention to. There's far too much that is weighing him in many directions, and he just wants out. But he's tired of the instructions of the regime, of the system. He wants out. His energy is thirsty to get out, to leave this all behind. Give me one more. The Sun. You see, he wants out. He wants happiness now. He's tired of this. Light. Light needs to enter him. So we need to work harder to help him to break free from this darkness so that he can find his happiness. Even if he rejects what he wants to do, but he needs to be happy instead of him being oppressed to do it and mislead everybody. You know, it sounds like I'm being too kind, but I always say when we work from the light, we have to be kind if we want something to change for the better. If we are angry and oppress it, we amplify it. It reacts with anger because that's the only energy it knows. It reacts with darkness because that's the only energy it knows. But when we put light into something and love into something and kindness into something, we shift the dynamic. And that's what Spirit is saying. We need to continue to be that sun, that light shining on him. He needs to break free. See, look at this. Whale is trying to break free from the reef. I would say a reef, but that's the cup's energy, water flowing out of it. But let's assume that is the algae and the seaweed, right? It's trying to go through that, to break free, to come out clean, to be happy, to have their freedom again. And everybody is deserving of it. No matter how dark they are now, remember, it is not a willingness of darkness. It is an enforcement of it. It's an oppression of it. There's no choice. Let's just ask from this deck, what can we surmise this to be? House. Right, house. He wants new home. He wants a different energy of comfort. He wants a different sense of privacy. He wants out. Right, he wants out. He wants a different life, a different environment, a family again. And I know what you're saying. He had a family. See? Growth. He's looking for something else. He wants to branch out. Karma from the past as well. So he will be going through a lot of karma. And we're seeing that here with the Judgment card. Right. He's going to have to do a lot of healing in his family line, his family tree. Give me one more, please. 4 and 5. That's like a stepping up in number. At the bottom is the cross. We've got 4 and 5. And both have trees. We have trees here. We have a lot of green. And if you look at the numbers and you break it up, we've got 3, 4, 5, and 6. So the 3 is part of a death energy. It's birth, death, and rebirth. And that is about birth, death, and your tree's rebirth. It's growth. Right, it's about karma. All of this is linked. All of this energy is linked. To be born in a house, in a family, you grow and then you die. So it's a Trinity energy. And then you come back into a home, you grow and you die. So this is a karmic cycle that he's going through, which is very intense, like everybody else's is, right? But he needs help. I'm going to leave that there. I'm not asking anymore, except for saying to everyone, please, if you have not listened to the video of the clearing and the shielding, please do listen to it and partake of it and help us, right? We are not saying he must get away with anything wrong he's done. He will be charged and he will be trialed. Right? That is beyond our control. What is in our control is how we react to improving the situation for the greater good. Do we want him to commit more damage? Do we want him to stress his family out, his children out? Do we want the cycles of repeat? Do we want to return to this planet where we still have this nonsense? Or do we want to shift it now? And I think we want to shift it now. Right? If he cannot be somebody good, then it's pointless us leaving, doing nothing, and allowing this to progress into that something not good. Right? Or we can shift the energy for him to come to his senses and to deal with that karma and face the transactions. And even if he cannot be with his family, rather have his own peace and stay away from causing any more problems, and the children and the family grow up better. They will have somebody to take care of them, right? Leave that to the divine. We need to focus and come into controlling the problem at hand. We do not need to know all the details. And that's not how energy works. Energy works for a greater good, a higher good. And the divine knows how to distribute that energy. But we need to be the catalyst to send it. So may we continue, please, to do what we're doing. He is very stuck. And I want to help him. I want to help him own up, to realize. It will be devastating, I think, when he does. And that is where I see hands tied, grief, judgment. And of course, our human mind would say, yes, you deserve it. But again, let us look at something larger than that. It could be anybody, right? It could be anybody. But this is now the era in which this system is collapsing. And let me say something. In the Piscean age, there was a great fear of not knowing, of being oppressed, right? We are in a different era now, and if we do not shift, we will keep pulling back the trajectory of the Piscean energy within ourselves. And things will continue to remain hidden and oppressed. So what I'm saying is, to allow a shift or transformation to take place and to metamorph into a transcendence energy, we have to act consciously, actively, intently, committedly, responsibly, and spiritually, as if we are the divine looking at this game being played out and someone is asking for help and you would want that help, right? You asking for help, you would want someone to step in and help you. He's not asking for the help publicly, but his spirit is, his soul is saying help him. And we are light workers. And the best thing we can do is help and leave the rest to the divine. So let's do that. Let us change this world. Togetherness in kindness for our happiness and Earth's wellness, a cosmic oneness and a divine foreverness. I love you, I thank you, I bless you. Till next.